Some people have asked me why I titled my book Random Designer. It's an important question to ask because there's a lot of misunderstanding about what the word random means. But I really wanted to convey a deeper concept of randomness. In Webster's dictionary, if you look at the first definition, it will be this haphazard, purposeless thing. But if you look closely, you'll see there's a second definition. And the second definition of random says equal opportunity of occurrence. All possibilities tested, all possibilities welcome. When we look at the most elemental levels of biology, those are the types of things that you see. There are random principles involved in the very nature of how life works.
One of the big problems with words like random is that they have quite well-defined scientific meanings, whereas when we talk about it in the public, we often think of something that means no purpose. It just happened randomly, there's no reason for it. We think that if you want to optimize in a very high-dimensional space, to do a very complicated problem, these random methods are the most efficient way of doing it. So if you were going to design something like an evolutionary process, some kind of generator of random mutations would be the most effective way of generating that complexity. In fact, the immune system is evolution in miniature. It's evolution inside your body. Because the immune system has only a limited number of proteins, and these have to change very rapidly every time you're affected by a new pathogen. The immune system uses a random process, which is it randomly generates changes, and then it selects on those changes that bind better to the pathogen that's coming in. And that's how it optimizes.
In that sense, chance doesn't mean meaninglessness. It means the particularity of what actually happens. And a very important scientific insight is that regimes in which really new things can happen are always, as scientists like to say, at the edge of chaos. There are regions where order and disorder, chance and necessity, interlace each other. If there were no genetic mutations, there would be no new forms of life. If there were genetic mutations all the time, there would be no established forms of life. But we have just the right rate of genetic mutation to produce the fruitfulness of the history of life on Earth.
This reflects the hand of God. There are randomness principles not only that are a part of, but actually drive the very essence of what life is and that life could be.